Best greetings from Kiev, the capital of Ukraine. Are you interested in English language? Do you want to speak in English language? Are you living in Ukraine and want to speak English language? So, if you are speaking English language and want to improve your language, this video will be especially for you. If you want to find friends who is speaking English language, especially in Ukraine, this video will be especially for you. Why I'm talking about it, my name is Viktor Fursov and I'm the member of Toastmasters Ukraine English Speaking Club. And today, that's July 24th, 2015, and I'm here in Boulevard Taras Shevchenko in the center of Kiev. And it's this very interesting place where I want to talk about English speaking club Toastmasters, which are very famous clubs worldwide. And of course, they exist in Ukraine because in Ukraine there are 10 different clubs, Toastmasters Ukraine English speaking clubs, where you can come, speak English and can find friends, and you can enjoy speaking English and communicating with people in English language, not only in your native language, in Russian and Ukrainian, but also in English. Why I'm talking about English? Because English became now just international language, which is well known everywhere. If you know English language, if you like it, you can communicate with people everywhere. Here in Ukraine or in the world, everywhere. In India, in Thailand, in Malaysia, in Vietnam. Well, maybe not only in Africa where people don't know English somewhere in the villages, but in cities you can communicate. By the way, in Ukraine you can communicate freely English language. If you ask people somewhere in the center of Kiev, people will help you because people know English language. And what are the reasons you can study English language? The reason can be different. I'm talking about English for English-speaking Ukrainian, Russian, and different other nationalities which are just living in the former USSR. Talking about Ukraine, people here speak English, I know, on a different level, because the necessity in English language can be completely different. And actually, if you use English language at your job, you're lucky. If you don't use it, you're losing your speaking skills of English language. That's why you need to come to the community where you can improve your English, where you can just increase the level of your English, and where you can develop your public speaking skills. And the place is Toastmasters Ukraine. 10 different clubs, as I told before, they are existing in Ukraine. And this place, Toastmasters Ukraine English Club, very specific place where you can find people, friends, who will be your friends, because they are usually fans of English language. That's quite surprising why they are fans of English. Well, you know, some people who are studying English language at school, they love English language, so they like to communicate with other people in English language. But there are not too many places where you can freely communicate in English. Either you need to find native speakers, Americans, or just Canadians, or just British people, to speak in English language freely. But usually people who come expatriates who are living in Ukraine, they're very busy, they're businessmen, they're teachers of English, and they can either teach you for money, or they're just very busy because they have a business. So, for money, of course, you can find teachers always. But if you want to find friends, not for money, but friends who can support you in studying English language. So, Toastmasters Ukraine, this is a specific place where you can come and where you always will find friends who love English language, who love public speaking. And these people will be your friends, where you can train your public speaking abilities. And by the way, you can train your abilities to study language. Why you need language? You need English language just to train to read, write, hear and speak in English. And by the way, maybe you need to pass examination in English, TOEFL or IELTS, and maybe you want to enter foreign university, or just university somewhere in Europe or in America. So you need to train your speaking skills. Or maybe you want to find good and decently paid job where you will need to speak English language. Some international companies in Ukraine, they can hire you, so they can employ you if you have abilities of English speaking personality. If you can speak English, if you can listen English, you can read and write English language freely without dictionary. Maybe initially you can bring your dictionary with you in your pocket, but later you can speak, talk, hear and listen and communicate in English freely without dictionary. And by the way, and of course after that you can find well-paid job, and of course if you already got a job, by the way, but still you want to travel worldwide, your English speaking skills and your good level of English will be very helpful for traveling. So that's why you need to learn a little bit better English language. And the place for your good training can be English speaking clubs, Toastmasters Ukraine. So, and I will show you journals which can just, if you join English speaking club Toastmasters Ukraine, you can receive these journals monthly, because you need to pay just very small fee, just $36 for 6 months. Initially you pay $56, later $36. And journals will come from California, where Toastmasters Ukraine International, were initially based and organized more than 80 years ago. And by the way, if you want to speak in a public place with microphone, somewhere in radio and television, or just in front of public, you can train your public speaking skills in English speaking clubs Toastmasters Ukraine. And by the way, maybe you want to speak in front of public like John Kennedy, like in front of hundreds of people, thousands of people, dozens of hundreds, thousands, and maybe in front of millions of people. Why not? You need to train your communicative skills. You can do it in Toastmasters Ukraine. And maybe later you will be so famous like Nelson Mandela, who can speak in front of public freely in English. And by the way, maybe you can receive Nobel Prize as well, like Nelson Mandela. And of course, initially, you can stay in front of maybe 10, 20 people, 30 people of your friends. And this place will be like the stage, where you can feel yourself like artist who can speak in front of people, and you can enjoy this public speaking either in English or in your native language, Russian and Ukrainian, because in Ukraine we have 10 Toastmasters Ukraine English speaking clubs. By the way, 8 of them English speaking and 2 of them Russian and Ukrainian speaking. They name Koma and your personal своя рубашка, what means your personal shirt. So, and after that, if you're coming to the stage, you will not be so scared. You can speak freely, you can enjoy your speech, you can enjoy meeting with people, you can enjoy communication with your friends, and sometimes annually you can participate. If you get good place in your club competition, you can receive an opportunity to participate in annual Toastmasters Ukraine competition or contest. You can be a winner of first, second or third place. Why not? So try. So you will not be afraid of microphone, you will not be afraid of a wide audience, you will not be afraid of your friends, because they are your friends. And by the way, if you will be coming to Toastmasters Ukraine, you can meet with your friends either in your first club, or maybe you can come to other club freely, because this kind of movement between clubs, it's allowed, it's very nice. You can, for instance, in Kiev, there are how many? Yes, we have 6 clubs to 7 clubs. Well, you can move between all these English-speaking clubs, and in each club you can either participate in meetings, you can be the participant of meeting, or you can be the speaker, because it's allowed to move between clubs freely and to make speeches. So you need only to have your interest, time and abilities of English speaker. So that's very important. And by the way, this speech for me, that's also like a Toastmasters speech, because I like speaking in English, not only in Toastmasters club, but also I guess this is Toastmasters speech, not in front of public, but you are my public, just my audience who watch this video, who can be either Toastmaster or just audience from my subscribers. So maybe you can make your own channel and speak in front of public. Why not? So first you need to train your English skills, or just public speaking skill, how to speak in front of public, how to communicate with people, how to feel yourself freely, with pleasure, communicate with people. So check the names of Toastmasters Ukraine English speaking clubs just down there under this video. And if you like this video, press big like or just subscribe to my channel. And you can always find me on YouTube, my name Viktor Fursov, and my channel devoted to English, biology, travels, Ukraine, Kiev, and many other interesting subjects. So subscribe to my channel. I speak English and Russian, so you can listen either to my English speeches about Ukraine and all other subjects as I said, especially about biology, because I am biologist, but also fan of English and fan of Toastmasters Ukraine. Welcome to Toastmasters Ukraine. Welcome to Ukraine, by the way. And enjoy yourself. Subscribe to my channel and press like, as well as I said. And good luck, and see you soon in Toastmasters Ukraine English speaking clubs. Good luck.